Hey everyone, so I'm at one of the job sites that I love so much because the management here is so amazing at balancing empathy and accountability. In fact, all of our placements here have stayed here. Nobody has quit, nobody has been terminated, and it has been one of our most successful clients. And here's why. Follow me. Come say hi.
My name is Robert Brown, and we make cabinets and install cabinets for garages and closets. I operate a CNC machine and an Omaha and an edge bender that puts that fine finished touch around the edge of the wood to make it look nice and neat. So I grew up in an addictive lifestyle period, alcohol, drinking. I went through a downhill spiral with drugs, and I was addicted to methamphetamines for quite some time. And at first it was just a hit and miss thing where I would use and just go to work, and then that became where I would quit my job and just started using. Well, then I couldn't afford the drug, so I started criminal activity such as stealing, robbing. I just started committing crimes, and then after you knew it, I was chasing addiction and a high. And I really woke up and found myself in prison. I went through this group called PEP, a Prison Entrepreneur Program, wonderful group. And we happened to run into a group of people called Cornbread and Hustle. And so that was sitting in the back of my mind when I was in there, because I heard their stories and how they help guys like me for second chances to get involved and get back out to society in the right way, so we don't go back to the street life or the life that we was living to get us incarcerated. It was cold when I got out. We had to ride our bikes for so many miles there, so many miles back, catch the bus, make sure you get there on time. For guys like me getting out of prison that don't have transportation or anything, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but that's what builds character, though, is knowing that, hey, I went through these trials and tribulations. So when you do get that vehicle, or when you do get those things put inside of you, you know how to take care of it and be more responsible with it.
Is it just case by case? You're not worried about the criminal charge, how long ago it was? What is the criteria for that?
It's case by case. We have to have, certain guidelines and things like that. But, working here in a warehouse, working here in the office, it's definitely case by case based upon how I think what they do well will fit with what we need. And can I put them in a position to be successful here?
At the end of the day, it's not just vetting the employer, the employee for the employer. It's also vetting the employer for the employee, because we want them to come to a place where they can thrive.
Absolutely.
When you get out of prison, just know it's going to be tough. It will be tough, but it pays off in the end. I've only been out 90 days, and I'm very happy. I'm very satisfied for what I'm doing, where I'm at. I just recently re-touched with my kids again, reunited with them. They see a grow and a change in me. There's a lot of guys that want to do better in their life, that just need that second chance, that help, that motivation that some people don't get a chance to do because of their background, because of their felony charges. And there's hope for us out here through people like Cornbread and Hustle.